unit 099 102 RL7E. It is a businessman. And also a supplier of water at INJ, Gombe Town Council. Gombe Town Council. Is a nephew of the applicant. The fourth surety, we've explained his obligations and he understood them and undertook to abide by any control. That is Nantege Ugaya. Nantege Ugaya, Your Honor, is 56 years old. A resident of Gombe LC1, Gombe Town Council, Tambara District. He has been introduced as such by Chairperson Moses Simbwa, introduced by Simbwa Moses. The original letter being given to inspection. He has an original national ID. By CF 710 301 01 CF Corona 10 30 101 JQE J. Both originals available to the state for inspection. Of the Women Council of Gombe LC1. Is also a farmer. As a local leader, he stated that she understands her duties and obligations as a surety. The last comment is, Your Honor, is Mr. Saddam Hussein Sembo. Saddam Hussein Sembo, 35 years old, a resident of Sima A, Local Council 1, of Kivumbi Town Council, Tambara District. He is the mayor, sitting mayor of Kivumbi Town Council. He has been introduced as such. He is the President's chairperson, regional leader. I understand the section. Your Honor, he has also presented his original national ID, by NIN CM 91, Your Honor, CM 91 099 102 G4 XK. Regional ID to be presented to the station and for court. His telephone contact, Your Honor, is 07 57 47 32 79. Your Honor, 0757 47 32 79. Is a local leader in the area of the accused person that has been related with him as a leader. He's also a great friend. Accused person. Honor, we've explained his roles as surety. They are great. He understood and undertook to provide. So, if I may, the last quick figure, I will not present his number. I don't present his number. Telephone number. By my colleague, Udayas, 0756 31 80 I don't know instructions. First, as submitted by my colleague, senior colleague, was for you to take recognizance, personal recognizance. The accused person and the assault in guardians of this honorable court. Say something. What's his application in these regards? Never has, in view of personal recognizance, he is better placed. It's original.
Your Worship, I was picked in Mr. Watt yes, I think but I would have used the word after saying I will speak on the road below. I went up to this post at PG, where I was questioning where I was being told to grant the police station. It's gone. Just appeared withdrawn, the whole case was covered. And we wanted to put some notes to ensure you can't do again and see where you are going, whatever happens. And I was unit and been taken to a place I don't know. On the room. The bathroom, small room. And when I reached that room, every single person gentlemen that picked me, who could turn to eat, to kick, to do anything they want. Up until when I was hit on the head here, and a lot of blood was squeezing out. That's when they stopped bleeding. And tried some chemical and tried to stop the bleeding, and he said the doctor was coming. Doctor never appeared until the next day around was dead. And when he was done, the next that means was picked. Again, covered with the on my face, and finally I was, by the time they removed it, was towards the head. That's when I knew I was in Kampala. Around this car. We went down the road.
Don't close. Close the application. So on top of that, I wish to submit his introduction letter. The applicant. Know that the passport was a precondition of the bank pay. have it here. Positive, the High Court. Submit that all these were taken record before grant. The High Court. We pray that you find that the applicant of bail at this stage is immediate. Health attention. Lastly, we needed to be on record that this morning, or before the High Court Civil Division, an application habeas corpus application required for him to be produced before court, dead or at court, that he had been produced and taken. That the matter was adjourned. Tomorrow, the ruling in that regard, the requirement to make a report before His Lordship, Holiness Chair, in miscellaneous application as a foundation support, and you find that both police, the Attorney General representing police, and the UPDF, as late as yesterday and this morning when we appeared, denied having the accused person. That is by affidavit of Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mugumi Godwin, dated 20th July 2026, and also relied upon this morning at 11, and also, Your Honor, another affidavit from this was from police as respondent number 2, and another affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel a state represented by these learned colleagues was categorical as of 11 a.m. that they do not have the applicant. for you that is possible for you. It involves is called expedition notice and believe the court of justice. We pray that in view of this submission, the bail will be granted by the National Criminal Division and on the basis of the sureties presented, top of these personal witnesses, that will be pleased to grant bail and stay. We are most obliged.
In that respect, your worship will pray for an adjournment, get the documents, verify the person, and be able to respond to the bail application.
Your worship, now on this account we object to the prayer for adjournment. The state is partly responsible for the speed with which these proceedings are being conducted. We painfully wish to state now, and we are justified, fortified, in stating that the state is acting in bad faith. Your worship, an accused person who has been in their custody since the 10th day of July has only been presented today. After 19 days of illegal incarceration. Your Honor, the accused has been denied access. Personal doctor, a personal lawyer, the next of kin, and has been denied the protection of Uganda's constitution. Your Honor, the accused, through his brother, Haji Sabutaya, filed for habeas corpus on the 16th day of July, (2026). On 17th July 2026, after 4 days, actually after 7 days, the state came to court with an affidavit sworn by a senior police officer, Godwin Tumugumye, which has been submitted to court. And I would invite you, worship, to, in particular, look at paragraph 7. Your Honor, paragraph 7 states that whereas it is true that the applicant's motor vehicle was stopped at a police checkpoint, he was not arrested, abducted, or detained by the Uganda Police Force. The deponent has not identified the alleged police officers who produced any evidence linking Uganda Police Force to the alleged acts. On that date, Your Worship, the High Court granted an extra 7 days to the state. Go back to court and inform the court of the whereabouts. Worship, today, the same state presented the affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel Edgar Musasi, the Director of Civil Affairs. What more do you need from citizens? Our submission therefore is 1. Under the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Article 23, every citizen, or everybody, is entitled to freedom.
That's a constitutional guarantee for every innocent citizen. They are choosing is innocent. It is the duty of the state in seeking to restrict a person's freedom Worship, a national identity card is a public document provided by the government of Uganda. And facilities are available. Online for the state to verify the need just by a click on your phone. And I do not want to believe that government people cannot do that simple thing. If they want. Secondly, Your Honor, this is a clear evidence, the suspect before you. They can dilly-dally and say genuine documents, so not including their own ID. It will be an embarrassment for this one. Concluding a job cooked to imperfection by the prosecuting and the persecuting. I would therefore invite you to decline the temptation of remanding a person whose medical condition has been placed on your record as worrying him, who has indicated that he has physical evidence of torture, after unlawful detention for those 90 days. Your Worship, kindly do not suffer that temptation. The accused has stated that medical evidence was taken by the police surgeon himself, their own medical officer. And I confirm they did it. While at the police, I asked if a medical examination had been taken of him. And it was confirmed. And the state having stated that inquiries are complete, I know with certainty they have that medical form issued by the police sergeant. I pray one that be tendered and will be given a copy. Now, they have two copies. I have seen them. The national ID of the accused person has finally been availed online, and we are willing to share. And the NIN number is CM7 30 99 103, capital letters HM FD. Your worship, in the unlikely event that you need to grant time to the state, we can concede to 1 hour. One, to avail the state with physical or hard copies of the documents they want to have physical possession of, including the accused's national ID. They can also use that for limited time. Deploy some of the police officers who I see literally in the compound of this court outside. They are me. The worship, I'm conscious with my words. To go to Gombe and Kayenje. Gombe is 1 kilometer from here. Kayenje is 2 kilometers. And they verify what they think. But when did this practice of we want to verify documents start? They have not justified it. That cannot be a precondition for bail. Otherwise, it places the state at a different plane, contrary to Article 21 of the Constitution. As citizens, we feel, and I'm making this submission, we feel that we are prejudiced always by court. Treating state prosecutors as superior to accused persons. And this has two catastrophic effects. Will stand up an office of this court. Number one, erosion of the citizens' confidence in the court process. And therefore, abuse of court process. In what your worship is going to take up electronically on their phones if they permit, and we shall immediately proceed to delete their contacts. After sending them, if they are concerned with the privacy of their numbers, we can even allow them to take screenshots. But be pleased. How else, worship, does this country reward the people that have served it? This person has been a member of parliament for this area for 15 years. Sorry, worship.
Kalau yang sebab banyak bawah itu wanita itu, dan kamu juga kalau sejarah kita seperti tidak, bahwa berbeda itu bukan.
Baluzira okitatunatera paka 11 ogw'omunana insha Allah. omulamuzi tamutadde. Tuli Tambala netwaka mundebadde nfunye nnyo naye nga bamuzizaayo mpaka nga 11 next month. Tunategera komera ki gye bamututte oba Kitalya oba Luzira oba Kigo tetunabategeera naye for now kyetumanyiko nti bamuzizaayo tebamutadde mpaka nga 11. Yes, mpaka nga 11.
Pandisako big. Pandisako kipekera n'esibi. Ebibaddeyo byebyo. Omusibe ategeezezza kkooti nti yakubwa. N'ataywa bujjanjabi bumala kimwetaagisa okukola scan ey'omutwe. Batusaba aweebwe okweyimirirwa ateebwe. Gavumenti n'egamba nti bagiwe obudde. Badde esabye endowooza bagiwe ne bwegwa nkya esobole okwanukula. Netulowooza nakyo kibadde tekyetaagisa kubanga bo bamukuumye okuva ng'ennaku z'omwezi 10 okutuusa olwaleero nga ennaku z'omwezi 29. Mukuumye omenya amateeka, mukomera erimenya amateeka. Abadde mu kifo ekitali gazete ekitamanyiddwa mu mateeka. Takkirizibwa okulaba looya we, musawo we, wadde ow'oluganda lwe nga ssemateeka bw'agamba. Omulamuzi ne tumutegeeza nti gavumenti yetupapizza olwaleero bamugye gye babadde bamukweka gye babadde baganye n'okutegeeza kkooti okuva lwe twateekayo okusaba mu kkooti enkulu ennaku z'omwezi 16 mwezi gw'omusanvu. Gavumenti yagaana okwanukula, yagaana okwogera wa gye mukuumira. Basirikale owa poliisi n'omusirikale w'amagye nga bamwegaana. Naye olwaleero tebatubuulidde oba bamulonze ku kkubo osobola okumuleeta wano. Nga tebatuwadde na budde kunoonya mpapula kuba babadde bamanyi tetujja kusobola kuzifuna. Tusobodde okuzifuna mu kaseera mpaawukaaga tuva e Butambala waabwe ne ku kibuga leader of the opposition. Omulamuzi ow'ekitiibwa n'olunaku olw'enkya talubawadde n'abaweera ddala obudde obuwera paka nga 11 omwezi gw'omunaana kwegala ekyatandika ng'okuwamba kakati kyekivuddemu remand. Tubadde n'okweraliikirira kungi okubeera nga munnaffe tumunoonya tetumulaba. Olwaleero wadde waawo ng'omulamuzi tatubuulidde komera mwamu remandings amutwatulete kwa limanda naye bwakiri tumanyi okubuuza Dr. Johnson Byabashaija kuba yakulira amakomera gonna mu Uganda eyali afudde bw'alemala. Naye kyamukisa mubi nti kati tuteekeddwa mu mbeera ejaguza n'okumanya munnaffe gye bamusibidde naye nga sikiri omusibe. Kubanga tubadde tumanyidde nti abantu babasibira gye tutamanyi. Tubadde tumanyidde nti abantu bwe basibwa bakugwa. Bandyagadde nnyo beegayirira abatusinga amaanyi. Kituufu ky'amaanyi era tukkiriza tuba tubadde tetulangiriranga nti tukkiriza nti gavumenti y'amaanyi. Naye tugisaba kukolayo ekikolwa kimu waakiri kimu ky'amagezi kyokka. Tugambe nti nga bagoberera amateeka. Atagoberera mateeka alina ntobo bw'asisa amateeka. Naffe tumusaasira, tumusabira era tujja kukola ebisoboka mu mateeka okulaba nga tumununula. Ebisigadde weesabire nga bw'osabira.
Counsel, I would like to hear from you. Your client just appeared in court. We do not know whether you know where he has been. you were in court earlier on and the state did not have him. How did he appear in court?
Kweky'otegeeza nti aboogera oluzungu tebamanyi Luganda.
Counsel, we just want you to speak to us in that language. Thank you.
Okay. We have not been able to establish where he's been all along because he himself doesn't know. He was blindfolded, taken, and dumped to a place that he does not know, where he received more than a fair share of the beatings until he bled profusely after being hit on the head. That's when they stopped beating. The only treatment he received, he says, was only to stop the bleeding and no more. When their personal doctor came, he said, I do not know what to do with the skull because I need a CT scan, which has not been done. And of course, which will not be done there. So to answer your question, I answer it in the negative. We do not know where he has been. For the rest of the proceedings you were able to follow, we presented sureties within this shortest time. We were able to urge out his case, justify bail. Unfortunately, there is a misunderstanding of the law by so many people. The accused is not supposed to justify his bail because the freedom is guaranteed in the Constitution. Once he satisfies the criteria set out in the bail guidelines, demonstrate that he has a fixed place of abode, is not a flight risk, he has no intention of interfering with witnesses, if any, that are not known to him anyway, it is the state to justify the clawback on his freedom. Unfortunately, the norm seems to be different. Some people think that the person must justify why he should be free. An innocent person is not required under the law to justify his freedom. So with all that, I think the Honorable Court, in its greatest wisdom, has adjourned the matter. 11th, basically another 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks of now quoted lawful incarceration. Very unfortunate.
Counsel, for
Even that date will come.
clarity, what is he charged with and what are the particulars according to what the state?
Honorable Kivumbi is charged with managing an unlawful society. I will not take you into the technical intricacies because you know the English say when your enemy is making mistakes, you do not interfere. So for that reason, I will not disclose the technical intricacy with that. I continue to know it alone with my team. The second offense is inciting violence. Again, I will not discuss the technical intricacies of the particulars disclosed in the charge sheet. I'll leave it.
Thank you very much, Counsel. May the second and please.
Emisango bamuvunaana ekisooka okuddukanya akabiina akamenya amateeka. Ekyokubiri bamuvunaana inciting violence, okukuma omuliro mu bantu. Ebisingako ebyobukugu sijja byogera. Muzungu agamba omulabe wo bw'aba akola ensobi tomutaataaganya.
Okay. Bamaze.
Yes.
Counsel means that what?
So, yes.
Kale embeera bw'eti bw'eri ebitambala security eri tight.
Take it in context. One take First of all, wali mu court ng'ennaku z'omwezi 17 state n'egamba temulina. Ne tuddayo nga ennaku z'omwezi 21 gavumenti n'egamba temulina. Tuzzeeyo olwaleero kumakya mu court, mu high court, omukulembeze wa police IGP ne CDF w'amagye ne baweereza sworn evidence ebirayiro nga police erayira era Muwanga Kivumbi tutumuyina tukebedde yonna gyeterekera abantu aliyo olwaleero era tubadde mu high court ew'omulamuzi Collins Akira Attorney General n'agenda ku record ng'agamba ebitongole bya gavumenti byonna tebimulina. Awo tufunidde omukisa ne tufuna message nga zivudde mu bannamawulire nti asuuliddwa e Nateete. Ne tugamba omulamuzi era omulamuzi n'agamba Attorney General nti bano aba defense baba batyanga bo bali ahead of you, mugende munoonyereze mukomewo enkya era enkya tulina kubeera mu court, mu high court ku saa 8 ojua report oba yazuusa oba nedda. Ekitwewuunyisizza kwe kujja ate mu court wano ne tusaba ekisooka state neeba nga yemuleese, ekitegeeza poliisi emwewakanye ku ssaawa 5 egambye court kaakati ate nti emulina. Ebyo byonna court bwe bitunuulira bitegeeza ki? Kitegeeza nti abadde akwatiddwa w'amateeka. Kitegeeza ne court eno yennyini nga tumaze ogiraga nti omuntu abakwatiddwa wabweru w'amateeka nga ne poliisi zibadde zimweganye. Court mu mbeera ya bulijjo mukuuma eddembe ly'obuntu, omuntu bw'ati ate toyongera muteeka mu bamenyi b'amateeka kussa ku ssaawa eyo eba unlawful detention. Kaakati Human Rights Enforcement Act kyeyogera ne court eno ekimanyi. Kyekyo lwaki omuwolereza wa gavumenti State Attorney abadde clear nti mutwe paka nkya kyewunyisizaamu ate kwe tutwongera paka ennaku z'omwezi 11. Kati byonna byonna bikulaga tutandise okweraliikirira wajja kiraga naye tugenda nga bannamateeka tugenda ku ennaku z'omwezi 11 bujja kutuuka omukisa gwa byonna ti omuntu alabiddwa nga mulamu. Ekizibu alaze nti mukosefu ne byonna byonna bye kkooti tebisazeewo olwaleero neeyongerayo okusaba tujja kudda mu kkooti nga kkooti eraga.
Will you file an application against torture?
No, of course, bino gye bisibira tugenda bireka bulesi. Kkooti yennyini gye twabadde mu high court tugenda kuddayo tuginnyonnyola ensonga zino kuba tubadde era tulina giwa ripooti tugiwa ensonga zonna nga bwe zitambudde ate eri kkooti erina obuyinza ne ku kkooti eno ento tulowooza ejja kubaako kyetuyamba mu kugenda mu maaso n'emate.
Kuba nani gweyise Omunyarwanda sibitegedde. Bali wabbo kale embeera bweti bweri gwe alano kali akasajja kewaŋŋambye